Today I got a really special video for you guys. It's gonna be a guided hip release to release any type of stored energy in your hips or trauma. And what I would like to say about this is we're looking for a release here, but the idea is not to expect it, because a lot of people that have been following the page, been following the stretches, they've been saying, Lou, I've been doing your stretches for a while and I haven't felt any kind of release. And what I would say to that, and what they're talking about is an emotional release. What I would say to that is that when you're looking for the release, it's more than likely not going to happen. That's one. Two, the release doesn't come from the stretches. The release comes when you place your awareness in your body. So really, the only thing that the stretches do is help you bring more awareness to what's actually going on with your body. So today we're going to be focusing on the hips, and there's a lot of stored shame and guilt down there. And a lot of us don't get to actually experience any type of pleasure because of this blockage. So we're going to do that today. So whatever you're watching me on, place it somewhere where you can see me. And the stretch is very simple. We're going to be doing it seated. But before we do that, all I want you to do is come to a moment of stillness. Allow yourself to sit up straight. And just for a second, allow your eyes to close. And with your eyes closed, what I want you to do right now is just take a second to notice your breath. And as you begin to notice your breath, choose to start to consciously slow it down. Think 4 to 5 second inhale, followed by a 4 to 5 second exhale. And as you do this, begin to become aware of the sounds in the room. Whether it's the sound of my voice or the sounds in your environment. And just notice that in order for the sound to touch you, the wave actually has to hit your eardrum. So do your best to listen to each sound very intimately. And with your eyes still closed, I want you to begin to notice the pixels of light behind your eyelids, or the darkness behind your eyelids. And whatever you're noticing, you may begin to see or feel your eyelids begin to flutter. And if that's not happening, that's perfectly fine. Just notice what you notice. And from here, I'm going to ask you a very important question. And that question is, how are you doing? And notice what comes up. Now, whatever you said, whether it's good, bad, okay, tired, I don't know, even if you said, I don't know, the next question is even deeper. And that is, how do you know? So if you said good, how do you know? If you said okay, how do you know? If you said tired, how do you know? If you said, I don't know, how do you know that? And if you look deeper, more than likely, you'll find a feeling or sensation in the body. So begin to lock in onto that sensation. And just notice it and allow it space to be there, whether it's good or bad. And from here, begin to place your awareness on your hips and your pelvic area. Notice as you sit whether or not you're shifting your weight more to one side than the other. Notice if there's any tension down there. Maybe a little constipation, a little bloating. Whatever you notice, that's perfectly fine. And from here, you could open your eyes, and the first exercise we're going to do is very, very simple. All you're going to do is imagine there's a block in between your knees, and you're going to be actively squeezing your knees together and squeezing your pelvic area. So you're squeezing your butt, your pelvic area, maybe at about 20% of your strength. So you're squeezing, 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 and relax. And allow your eyes to close. And just notice the difference. And with your eyes still closed, again, pretend there's a block in between your knees. So pushing your knees together, squeezing your inner thighs, squeezing your pelvic area, squeezing your lower abdominals, squeeze, 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 and relax. And from here, just notice what you notice in that area. Notice whether or not it's easier for you to breathe down there, meaning sending your breath that deep. And from here, the next thing, you could open your eyes. What we're going to do now is release the gut. And the easiest way I know to release the gut area, release the diaphragm, is I want you to imagine that you just had a huge meal. You ate your favorite meal, it's really, really huge. And imagine what you do when you eat so much. What do you usually do? You take a deep breath. And then just settle. Do it again, take a deep breath. Like you're really, really full. And let it go. Just close your eyes. Notice the difference. Notice how your hip and your pelvic area feels. Notice how your stomach feels. And from here, you can open your eyes. And the simple stretch we're going to do is the figure 4 stretch. So all you're going to do is choose a leg. So if you're mirroring me, more than likely it is your right leg. We're taking this into a figure 4, and all you're doing is leaning forward with the chest. And you should feel a nice stretch to the hip area. And you're leaning forward with your chest, and from here, what you're going to start to do is take nice, deep breaths. And what we're going to do from here is hold it for about a minute. So I'm going to set the bell and just hold. You could even allow your eyes to close. Really, really tune in. Just notice how this feels. Remember, we're being gentle here. And just remember, release work is very, very subtle. So you really, really have to tune in. Which means quiet your mind and tune into the body, tune into the stretch, tune into the feeling, tune into the sensation. Notice what's coming up as you do this stretch. You may not notice anything. All right, come out of it. And then from here, what we're going to do is allow your eyes to close and just notice the difference. Notice how the side that you just stretched feels. Notice if that side feels more alive, more open, more expansive, more free. And from here, beginning to even notice your breath. Notice how more smooth it is, more free and more relaxed. And notice if anything's coming up, whether it's good or bad. Now, usually, when opening up the hips, for some people, they might experience some type of shame or guilt. They feel guilty for receiving any type of pleasure, any type of joy. And if shame or guilt begins to come up, just allow it to be there. And from here, you can open your eyes, and what we're going to do is do the exact same stretch to the exact same side. So we're not switching sides yet. So if you're mirroring me again, choose your right leg, lean forward, and we're going to hold for a minute. And remember, we're leaning forward with the chest, with the heart. We're not slouching forward. Maybe pushing slightly with this elbow. Really, really feel into this stretch. And we're being gentle here, but by being gentle, by being soft, it actually begins to deepen. There's no fight here, there's no resistance. And if resistance starts to come up, just relax into it. So there might be a tug or a pull or a pulsation, that's perfectly fine. Just relax into it. Do your best to breathe with it. Be with it. Give the resistance permission to be there. All right, come out of it. And again, close your eyes and notice the difference. You should begin to notice a huge shift, particularly in the sides. And the side we just stretched, allow it to relax more and more, becoming more free. And whatever comes up, allow it to come up. Even if it's shame or guilt, allow it to be there. Because if you're starting to feel any type of shame, any type of guilt, how do you know? Even if it's higher up in the body, whatever you're beginning to experience, allow it to be there. Do not fight with it. Do not resist it. Any memories begin to come up, allow them to be there. But more importantly, if there's a memory that's coming up, just notice the sensation it's creating in the body and be more so with the sensation than the memory. Be more so with the sensation than the thoughts around the memory. Because it's not the thoughts we fear, it's not the memory we fear. It's the sensation that's created in the body, the discomfort, the disturbance. So continue to breathe. Continue to feel. And from here, let's go to the other side. So you could even keep your eyes closed. So if you're mirroring me again, you're using your left leg. And we're going to hold for a minute. Leaning forward, allow your eyes to close. Really, really feel the stretch into the hip. Remember, we're leaning forward with our chest, with our heart. We're being brave here. We're being open here. And just feel. Just be. Just experience. And even if it's uncomfortable, notice how you can relax, even if it's uncomfortable. All right, come out of it. Keep your eyes closed. And again, just notice the difference. Notice what you're feeling. And of course, the key question is, how do you know? Just accept what's there. And let's go into the stretch one more time. Keeping this nice and simple. Breathing with it, being with it. You can even kind of smile a little bit, even if you're feeling any type of shame or guilt come up, just smile. Because realize that that shame and guilt that you experience, all it's trying to do is protect you. All it's trying to do is keep you safe. So in a way, you can actually begin to thank it. Thank the feeling and sensation for always keeping you safe, because technically you're still alive. Technically you're okay. So just be with it, thank it. And realize you don't have to fight no more. All right, come out. Again, allow your eyes to close. Just become aware of what you're feeling. Notice how your hips and your pelvic area feels. Even if there's shame or guilt there, give it permission, give it the space to be there. And when you're ready, open your eyes, come back to the room, and just notice what you feel. And again, as always, how do you know? So, I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was super, super simple. Now, if you would like to go a whole lot deeper, doing similar routines to this, and you want step-by-step instruction to release trapped emotions in your body. I've been talking about this course a lot. I call it the Anxiety Release Breakthrough System. It's a 4-week digital course meant to help you release any stuck energy. Now, this is any stuck energy. I call it the Anxiety Release Breakthrough System because anxiety was the thing that I went through the most. But this will help you release anger, shame, guilt, because the step-by-step process is meant to release any type of stuck energy in your body. And once you start to do this, you feel a whole lot more free, a whole lot more open, a whole lot more expansive. So if you're interested, comment the word release and I'll DM you the info. Peace.